Hello, what a minute, nice to meet you. Got some questions I'm wondering, can you answer? Like, how much longer I do?
Hello guys, this is Just Right 92. I'm back again, and today I'm bringing you the team of the season, most consistent but not had an inform. So, you know, it's in the title really. You may have seen my video previously, which was a Premier League team of the season, sort of my predictions. If you haven't seen that, the link will be in the description. It's on the video as well. Check that out if you want to. But if you want to continue watching this, we're going to get on into it, and we're going to call it team of the season. We'll call it team of the season consistent, because I don't think I'll be able to have most consistent. So basically, if you don't know what this is what EA do. They give an inform or a team of the season to people that have never had an inform, that deserve an inform, that, you know, that just basically just unlucky and not getting an inform. So we'll start again. We'll start from the goalies up to the strikers and work our way through. And I'll give a bit about why I'm putting them in. So in goal, we're going to go with Belgium. That was a toss-up between, obviously, Mignolet and Begovic. I had a little route around. I think Mignolet would probably be in the better of the two. Just edging it. But yeah, he's been very solid for Sunderland. Very solid indeed. So left back, we're having a centre back he's a centre back on this game, but he usually plays left back for his team. You know, since he's broken through, he's been actually really good. You know, he's remembered for the goal versus Tottenham. If you don't remember, you should remember it, because it was an absolute screamer. He's played really, really well since he broke into the first team. I think Mon's on left, and then he's literally just took his place and just played solid throughout the season. I think he's been really, really good. So I'm definitely getting him in. Then we're going to this first centre back. It is a German for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are already champions now. They've basically won the Bundesliga, and they've done very, very well. And this man has been instrumental in the defence of Bayern Munich, Jerome Boateng. Now, I don't really watch Bundesliga that much, but from what I've watched of him, he looks incredible. You know, from what I've read, you know, looking at his stats and whatever. I think Bayern Munich have the best defensive record in Europe, so that speaks for itself, really. You know, they're 20 points clear of the Bundesliga. So I don't really need to say much more about this guy. Incredible. Second centre back, it was a tough choice, but I went with the Uruguayan from Liga BBVA, Atletico Madrid, Diego Godin. Now, Diego Godin's been playing pretty well for Atletico Madrid. You know, Atletico Madrid have been playing pretty well themselves. They've got Falcao just absolutely smashing it. But it's not all about Falcao. You know, the defence has been really solid as well. I think Diego Godin's played like 28 games this season. Got 1 goal, 1 assist. You know, which is pretty decent for a centre-back. You don't really want much more from a centre-back. But he's been solid at the back. And, you know, from what you want in a centre-back, Diego Godin has been that. Then we are going to go to the Premier League again. And a player that maybe some of you argue should be in the Prem team of the season. But I think Raphael will get it ahead of him. So I'm going to put Zabaleta in this. Zabaleta definitely deserves an inform. You know, he's been one of the best right-backs in the Premier League this season. No doubt about that. I think he's got 2 goals, 3 assists, something along those lines. Pretty decent. I think nobody can argue that Zabaleta deserves to get in it. So I'm definitely getting Zabaleta in there. Then we're going to go to the right mid. And a player that's very, very exciting. And a player that definitely deserves an inform. So if he definitely does an inform, he definitely deserves a team of the season, most consistent. Thomas Ince. A lot of you know him. Liverpool were trying to sign him in the January transfer window. I don't know if we didn't sign him for any obvious reasons or what have you. But his stats are 39 goals, 18 games, 12 assists, in a very, very poor Blackpool side. You know, they're lingering at the bottom of the Championship. And I believe Tom Ince definitely deserves one. With those stats, 18 goals, 39 games, 12 assists, in a poor team as a right mid / right forward, right wing. Definitely deserves one. Can't argue with that. Next, we are going with one that nobody can argue with. You know, he's a diamond in the rough. He was a free agent. West Ham took a gamble on him, and you can see why they took a gamble on him, because he is just incredible. You know, the stuff he does, the way he at the weekend against Liverpool, he almost destroyed us in one instant. He took out like 4 or 5 players. If you remember, he came on and scored the goal against Chelsea to win it against West Ham Chelsea. So there's no doubt in my mind Mohamed Diame definitely deserves one. He's definitely a player to look at. He's really, really good. And maybe West Ham will sell him, who knows, but he'll definitely be up for grabs. Second centre mid is Wijnaldum from PSV Eindhoven. Now, from what I've been looking on Wijnaldum, I can remember earlier on in the season, he sort of like should have had an inform. I remember he scored I think he scored 2, but he just didn't get it. And he's been playing really, really good for PSV this season. From what I've been reading, I think his goals are like something ridiculous. Like for a centre mid, I think he plays like a cam, sort of attacking role for cam. I think it's 14 goals in 20 games. For a young lad, that's a really good record. He's 20, 23, 24, playing in the PSV, playing in the first team. 14 goals, 20 games. That's pretty decent for a non-striker. Then we have, he's not I've got him left mid, but he's a cam, and this guy's actually been pretty instrumental in what Forest have done this season. When they got Billy Davies back, he scored a few hat-tricks, I believe, as well. Been playing pretty decent, got a few pretty important goals for Forest. I can remember them saying on Sky Sports News he's been playing really good and been getting the goals. So Rajaf Muski definitely deserves it, 100%. Now, onto the strikers. One of them is a striker, one of them isn't. One of them, as you know, is Olivier Giroud. Now, Olivier Giroud, a lot of people will argue that he doesn't deserve it. I think he does. People give him a lot of stick for whatever reason. And a lot of people will argue with me and say, oh no, he doesn't deserve it. And I think he does. 10 goals in 30 games is pretty decent. That's just in the Prem. I believe his appearances for the whole of the season, I think it's 22 goals in 36 games. He's also got 13 assists as well, which is nothing to be sniffed at for a first season in the Prem. I think he's done pretty well. So for that reason, we're definitely having Giroud in there. Next, we have sort of a winger / striker. He used to play for Arsenal. I don't know, for whatever reason, it didn't really work out for him. But he's been playing for Real Sociedad, and he's got 12 goals and 8 assists in the BBVA, which is pretty decent. It's nothing to be sniffed at, and that's definitely inform worthy. So yeah, for that reason, we're getting Carlos Vela. Now we're going to get onto the bench, and we're going to get a few players that definitely deserve it. There's no doubt about it. They definitely deserve it. And first player is this guy. Plays for Feyenoord, and his name is Graziano Pelle. I don't know if I've butchered that name or not, dude, but I'm sorry. But yeah, Graziano Pelle has been playing really good for Feyenoord this season. He's a diamond in the rough. 21 goals in 18 games this season. That is nothing to be sniffed at for a silver striker. 21 goals in 18 games is a really good record. So Pelle definitely deserves to get in there. Next player we have is a player that, I don't know, you might look at him and you might think, nah, you didn't deserve it. But then you look at him and you look at his stats and you think, nah. But then if you look at his in real life stats for Yeovil Town, he's got 22 goals this season so far. Paddy Madden, he's not been at Yeovil that long. 22 goals is a big steep. Again, like I say, nothing to be sniffed at for a striker. That's really good. So for that reason, he's getting in there. And the first goalkeeper, the second goalkeeper, we've got a goalie in the start and a goalie on the bench. There was a lot of goalkeepers to choose from, but I went for Big Fraser Forster for the simple reason that, he's been playing well for Celtic. He's 6'7". That is huge. He's just broken into the England team as well. That's another big step for him. He's not really that old. 1988. For a goalkeeper, he's pretty young. I think he's got a great career ahead of him. He'll definitely move to the Premier League in some point, some way or another. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, Fraser Forster definitely deserves to get in there. Next, we have a CDM from the Championship. Plays for Brighton, Liam Bridcut. Now, Liam Bridcut, he's pretty much played all season. And he's just made his cap for Scotland. I don't know why he's English on the I think he's changed for Scotland. And he's also part of, I think, Brighton have the second best defensive record in the league. One of those things. So, Liam Bridcut's been solid all season for Brighton. I think Brighton fans will probably agree with me on that one. So Bridcut definitely deserves to get in there. Then we have someone from the MLS. Now, I wasn't really going to plan on putting anyone from the MLS, but then I saw him, and I saw what he's done for his team in the MLS, and I thought, you know what? I got to get him in. I have to get him in. It's this guy, Bessler. Now, Bessler is Matt Bessler. He's been playing pretty well for Sporting KC. Sporting KC, their defence record, I think they allowed 27 goals in 34 games, which is the best in the league. I think he's one of the best defenders in the league from what I heard from MLS people, from people that watch the MLS. Omar Gonzalez got his team in the season last year, and I think this guy deserves one as well. For Sporting KC, so I'm definitely getting him in there. So we have got 2 players left. Now you may be thinking, oh no, there's this, why haven't you got this guy? But you can't get every player in the world who's played well in a team of 11 plus a bench. It's just not going to happen. So if you guys want me to do part 2, a second part with different players that also deserve a team of the season for most consistent as well, I could probably compile one together. So if you guys want to see that, I can definitely do that, just to get a different opinion, just to get a more vivid idea of who could get team of the season for not being informed. So this guy is, you may be wondering, why have I got this guy? Well, he is the top scorer in the Pro League. He has 22 goals and 5 assists, and for a silver striker, that is really good. Backer. A lot of people, I think a few teams have been looking at him and trying to sign him, and I can see why. That is a really good record. So for that reason, Backer definitely gets in there. And last but not least, it is a player that has been very, very, very good in the Serie A this season. A big part of what Fiorentina have been doing, pushing for fourth, pushing for that Champions League spot. Really, it's just the same abroad. Borja Valero, from what I've been reading on and from what people have told me, he's been playing pretty good. He's got 9 assists. And he's been their standout player this season in the midfield. Definitely instrumental in the midfield. So for that reason, Borja Valero definitely gets in there. So that is the team, guys. We're going to get into a Chuz link now and see how it all looks. So now we are onto the Chuz link, guys. I'm just going to quickly scroll through all of the players and show you what my prediction is of what their rating is going to be. We got Mignolet on 79. Pretty decent looking goalkeeper. We have Zabaleta on 82. We have Godin on 82. We have Boateng again on 82. He looks really, really good. I hope he actually does get team of the season. He looks incredible. We have Umtiti, left back, 47 shooting, which is obviously, I've bumped his shooting up by like 10, 15. You can't really do that much more. I don't think, because he scored 1 screamer against Tottenham, I don't think EA will bump his shooting up to say 70, 80, which is I don't know, it's just EA, isn't it? Then we have Tom Ince on 74 in form. Looks like a really good, nice, tidy in form. We have Momo Diame, 74 in form. Wow, what a player he looks. I would love to try him out. Then we have Wijnaldum. I think he's going to be a cam. Made him centre mid. I don't know, just for chem reasons. But I think he's going to be a cam attacking sort of player. Then we have Miuski on 73. We have Bakker on the 74. He looks like a really solid striker. And we have Carlos Vela on a right wing up front. And we have Pele on 74 in form. We have Madden as a 64 bronze. We have Fraser Forster. I think they're going to make him a gold. I don't think they'll make a 74 to 74. We have Liam Bridcut. Very nice looking solid CDM. We have Bessler on 72. We have Borja Valero, 83. He looks like a really decent player for a centre mid. He's not the quickest, but regardless. And then we have obviously Olivier Giroud on an 83. So that is it, guys. That is my team of the season predictions for most consistent inform without having an inform. Cheers for watching. I hope you liked it. Please give it a like if you did indeed like it, and I'll see you all next time. Laters.